that is metals and non-metals. So in our previous class we have discussed with the physical properties of metals and non-metals, right? So in today's class let us discuss with the chemical properties of the metals, right? So the next heading is what happens when metals are burned in air. Take down. What happens when metals are burned in air? Can you see it there? Yes. Means what is the meaning, students? Metals react with the oxygen. What happens when metals react with the oxygen? So the general statement is metal plus oxygen to give metal oxide. When metals react with oxygen, when they are burnt in air, you are getting the respective metal oxides. Okay? So let us discuss with you examples, students. The first one, aluminium plus oxygen. Aluminium plus oxygen to give aluminium oxide. Al2 O3. Check the equation, students. Is it balanced? No. Here aluminium 2, here it is 1. So let me multiply with the 2. What about the oxygen? Oxygen there 3, here it is 2. Then what can I do? Let me multiply with the 3. 3 2s are 6. And this I will multiply with the 2. 3 2s are 6. If I write 2 here, 2 2s are 4 aluminium it has become. Right? So now what changes I can do, students? Let me write here 4. As you know, this is trial and error method. Like this you have to balance the equation. So metal reacting with oxygen to produce their respective oxide. Aluminium oxide. Next example. Sodium plus oxygen. Sodium oxide. Na2O. Sodium oxide. So here it is 2, here it is 1. Oxygen 2. So let me multiply with the 2. 2s are 4. So 4 metals. Sodium. Hope you are taking down the equations. Mg plus O2. Magnesium plus oxygen to produce magnesium oxide. Again oxygen 2 atoms are there. So multiply here. Yes, the equation is balanced. Let me take one more example of about copper. What about copper, students? Copper is one of the less reactive metal. Easily it won't react with the oxygen, it will burn and all. Right? You have to prolong the heating, then only you are getting the reaction. Okay? So copper plus oxygen to produce copper oxide, O2. But remember, copper is one of the less reactive and after prolonged heating, it will react with the oxygen. What about silver and gold, students? Silver and gold, they won't react with oxygen after providing high temperature also. So these all reactivity depends upon the metals. The metals reactivity differs from one metal to another metal. Like that, they will react. Right? Take down the equations.
So let us study what happens when metals reacts with the oxygen. We have taken different metals here like sodium, copper, magnesium, gold and iron fillings. Take one by one. with the help of the Bunsen burner, burn all the metals and observe. First, let us take with the sodium. See, you can see there is a burning of the sodium. So, it burns to produce sodium oxide. Let us take the copper now. Do you find any burning? No, copper does not react while heating. Now, magnesium. Yes, we can get the dazzling white light. Next, let us take the gold. What do you think about the gold, students? Yes, we don't find any reaction. So, gold does not react while heating. Let us take the iron fillings. Just dust it on the flame. Yes, we can find the reaction. So, iron fillings burns with the sparks to produce the iron oxide. So, metal, different reactions they are showing, but totally in general, what statement we can give? Metals reacts with oxygen to produce metal oxides. So let us learn one experiment, students. This experiment is to understand that metal reacts with oxygen to produce metal oxide. We are going to do the experiment of the magnesium. When magnesium reacts with oxygen to produce magnesium oxide. So let us learn with an experiment. You have taken the magnesium piece from the magnesium ribbon it is. You have taken a burner, a watch glass, and what happens? The equation is written there. Magnesium reacts with oxygen to form magnesium oxide. So let us take a small piece of the magnesium. Take a small piece of magnesium from the ribbon, students. Hold it to the burner, to the flame. As you know, when it reacts with the air, you are getting a dazzling white flame. Yes, as you can see there. Put it in the watch glass so that you can observe the white powder. We have put it in the watch glass. See the white powder you can see.
Next, students, action of metal oxides with the acids. Let us take one example. Calcium oxide reacts with the hydrochloric acid. Calcium oxide, metal oxide, reacts with the acid to produce calcium chloride, CaCl2 plus water. CaCl2 plus water. So what can I say now? Metal oxides when reacts with acids to produce salt plus water. Right? Next equation. Magnesium oxide plus hydrochloric acid. Now onwards you have to balance the equation, students. Here it is Cl, here it is Cl2. What is one in balance now? Hydrogen 2, oxygen 1, calcium 1, calcium 1, right? So magnesium oxide plus hydrochloric acid will produce magnesium chloride, MgCl2 plus water. Balance the equation. Correct? Next example, aluminium oxide plus hydrochloric acid to produce aluminium chloride, AlCl3 with the liberation of water. Balance the equation, students. This one you will balance afterwards. Let me write. 2 aluminium, oxygen 3, oxygen, here it is 1, so let me make it 3, hydrogen 6, hydrogen 3 2s are 6, chlorine 6. So what is the general statement you are writing? Metal oxides when reacts with acid acid to produce salt plus water. And as we know that these metal oxides are basic in nature. These metal oxides are basic in nature. But there are few exceptional cases, students. Means what I want to say, there are few metal oxides which acts as a basic oxides as well as acidic oxides. Example like aluminium oxide. Can I write it here? Okay, one second. Yes. Al2O3, aluminium oxide, when it reacts with the sodium hydroxide, NaOH, you are going to get NaAlO2 plus water. So this NaAlO2, it is called as sodium aluminate. Sodium aluminate plus water. One more example like zinc oxide plus NaOH. Zinc oxide plus sodium hydroxide to produce Na2ZnO2, that is sodium zincate, with the addition of water. And these two, which one? Aluminium oxide and zinc oxide, they react with, they show both acidic as well as basic nature. So these two are considered as amphoteric oxides. Amphoteric oxides. What do you mean by amphoteric oxides? The metal oxides, when they react with the acids and bases, they are called as amphoteric oxides. Take down both the equations and balance them, students.
Let us do an experiment to know what happens when metal oxides reacts with the acids. You are going to take one test tube. In the watch class you have taken copper oxide. Take the copper oxide in the test tube. Add hydrochloric acid drop by drop to the copper oxide. With the help of the dropper, add and shake it. As you can see, the solution has turned into green color. The copper, which was in insoluble form in copper oxide, has reacted with the hydrochloric acid and formed a soluble salt with a chloride ion from the acid and formed copper chloride. The solution now contains copper chloride. Metal oxides react with an acid. Metal oxides form salt and a negative ion of the acid. Example for that. Examples for amphoteric oxides.
Action of metal oxides with the water. Let us take one example first. Sodium oxide, Na2O, sodium oxide, when it reacts with the water, going to form the sodium hydroxide, NaOH. 2 hydrogen, hydrogen 1, 2 sodium, oxygen 1, of 1 plus 1, 2, oxygen 2. Right? So how can we generalize this? Metal oxides plus water to form potassium hydroxide, KOH. Balance the equation, students. Yes. Next, magnesium oxide reacts with the water to form magnesium hydroxide, MgOH twice. Right? So, like this, what we can say, metal oxides, when they are dissolved in the water to form the soluble alkalis. But remember, students, few metal oxides are insoluble and they form the bases. Okay? Example for that, like calcium oxide plus water. Calcium oxide plus water to form calcium hydroxide. So what happened here? These are not soluble in water and these are known as the bases. Hope you know, in acid bases only we have discussed. The bases which can dissolve in the water are the alkalis, right? But all the bases are not dissolving in the water. So these forms the bases and here you form the formation of the alkalis. One more example for the base, students. Aluminium oxide plus water to form aluminium hydroxide, AlOH thrice. 2 aluminium, 2 oxygen 314, 3 2s are 6. So still it is not balanced, students. Hydrogen 3 2s are 6. Okay. Oxygen 3 plus 3 6, 3 2s are 6. Balance now. Check out. Correct? Huh? So aluminium oxide, when reacts with water, it will not dissolve to form the base. Right? So metal oxides which will do not react with water, means which are insoluble in the water, they will form the bases. Which are soluble in the water, they will form the alkalis. Take down the equations.
Remaining we will discuss in our next class, students. Thank you.